What's up, my fellow crypto OGs? It's Giovanni coming at you with another video tutorial, if you will. Little learning experience for everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about cold storage and hot storage wallets, ways to store your crypto. Doesn't matter the coin, just crypto in general. And the best ways to do that, maybe some pros and cons. So it's not about which coin to get, prices, markets, or anything like that. It's just basically how to store your crypto the best way. What's the difference between hot and cold wallets? Here's your answer, plain and simply. Hot storage wallets are connected to the internet and you do not have access to the private keys. Cold storage wallets are not connected to the internet and you do have the private keys. For example, some hot storage wallets would be things like an exchange or Celsius or Coinbase or things like that. Some cold storage right now wallets would be like the Trezor or the Ledger or like the Nano and things like that. So right now, those are the best ways to store wallets. I have another way to store wallets, cold way. There's an electronic way where if you have a Ledger and a Nano, it's like a physical device. It's a USB key. It's not very, it's not always the easiest to manage. You need a computer because, it's USB and all this other kind of stuff and things like that. So about 4 years ago, I tried to solve this problem and I came up with this. This was my first cold storage wallet. This was a Bitcoin wallet. You can see I have the public key here. It was a QR code. And I had the private key, which was another QR code stored behind this here, which was a scratchable hologram, kind of like a lottery ticket. You scratch this off and you can get to the private key. I also tried a few other things to make it unique. I have a serial number here, like a barcode, like a dollar bill and things like that. But basically, and I can generate these addresses. The public and private key addresses is just cryptography. The Bitcoin uses a certain type of cryptography so that when you create these addresses, it can be done offline using a very simple algorithm you can run offline. You can download it, it's pretty free. And you can generate both the public and private keys for Bitcoin. And you can send Bitcoin to those addresses and the Bitcoin will stay in those addresses. So these were my first version of a cold storage Bitcoin gift cards. I made these as gift cards. This was my first prototype. You can go to the store, bloop, you'd see it hanging up there, you buy it, and then they would just scan the public key and send Bitcoin to the public key, and you can walk out of the store with your Bitcoin on the card. And all you have to do if you needed to send it or sign a transaction, because that's what you need the private key for, to send actually from the wallet, you just scratch this off. And then you can use an app that if you hover over the QR code, I used AR and it just shows the balance like that, or you can use it on the browser or something. And so this was my first version. Obviously not so secure because it's paper, and if this burns, everything's gone. So that's not so good. And also there was a security concern about, who's generating the public and private keys? How do we know that they're not stored somewhere, or there's some camera recording as it's being printed and all this other kind of stuff? So obviously I couldn't sell these because security came to the question, and it's like, okay, well, how we make sure that you're not copying the private keys and blah, 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 and things like that. So here we are in 2020, and this paper cold storage wallet has turned into this. This is another cold storage wallet. This is the current one that I have. I've evolved it to where it's now as simple as a credit card. The Bitcoin is, as you can see on the back, the Bitcoin is physically stored on the card in the chip right here. To get the balance, all you have to do is it's NFC, you just tap it to your phone, download the free app, and it tells you the balance, things like that. You can get your address and all that other kind of stuff. So this is what I call the Tavanni Wallet. This is my first physical product that I made, and it is on sale right now, as you're watching this right now. I am shipping these at the Tavanni store, TAVONNI.com, store.tavanni.com, and you will be able to get it, or hit me up directly and I can give you the link. That always helps too. Your Bitcoin is physically stored on this card. There's no account you need to sign up for. There's no access. You don't even need to be online. Everything is stored on here. The reason how I started this to get to here was someone asked me, how do I store Bitcoin under my mattress? And here's the solve. As long as you have this, you have the Bitcoin. If you wanted to send it to someone else, it's just the same. You tap it to the NFC to the app on your phone, and you can put in the person's address and the amount, and you can send it just like you normally would. Here you go. I would advise everyone to get. The reason why these are sometimes better than the Trezor is because you can store this in your wallet, like the rest of your credit cards, like the rest of your money. You don't need a computer, things like that. So here you go. It's available now. Tell a friend. Black-owned business, black-owned business. That's about it for now. Let me know if you have any other questions. Peace.